Hi, everybody. I think we can start. Nice to meet you all, and welcome to our webinar showcasing the latest innovation from BTS Bioengineering. Today, we will explore exciting updates to our premier products, in particular Nirvana, Podium, BioBit, and SmartDX Evo. This is the outline of the webinar. We will do a general overview and then we will go more through all the products and their novelties. So first of all, BTS Systems has this type of architecture. Different systems and different models can be combined together to create a customized lab for your needs. All our systems are naturally integrated and synchronized, so it's easy to create your personalized lab based on what you want to analyze. In particular, the native digital synchronization of cameras, electromyography, and the 3D force plates is guaranteed by being the only company that produces all the technologies. This allows for instant by instant measurement of how the subject moves their joints, for example, uses their muscles and distribute their force on the support surface during all phase of movement. At the end of the examination, the system automatically creates a detailed report in which the results are shown in a graphical representation with an easy-to-read report. The lifeblood of biotech companies like ours is always innovation and growth. New developments and product updates are essential for biotech company survival. Innovation directly impacts patient outcomes and treatment possibilities, and it remains the strategic imperative in today's competitive landscape. So now let's go a little bit more through the Nirvana and in particular all the products starting from this system. So first of all, we need to say what is Nirvana. Nirvana is a medical device that uses virtual reality for motor and cognitive rehabilitation. It creates a sensory room where the patient is encouraged to participate and in an immersive experience. With Nirvana, patients of any age with cognitive and motor deficits can be treated. And in particular, it is very suitable for neurological and neurodegenerative diseases and, of course, developmental disorders. What's new in Nirvana? So we are at the stage of Nirvana 3 at the moment, and with this next release, which will be available in the next weeks, we improved the calibration, which is smoother and faster. A firmware update and a new camera communication was also created, and we uploaded new exercises and new scenarios, improving also the multi-blob detection, which allows for an increasingly real interaction with more people in the scenario. Now we will go through all these new novelties together. So as also mentioned, Nirvana was improved with a new calibration and multi-blob system. With the multi-blob function, the calibration has also changed slightly, making it more accurate by detecting two segments at the same time. As you see here in the video, it is way easier to detect two or more objects in the same volume, as you see here. And we also improved also for installers some specific tools, such as, for example, an hexagon that creates actually the cone where the sensor will detect movement. So it will be easier also for installing and for recalibrating after, for example, moving the system. We also created new exercises And these exercises will be present in the next release in the next days. And we are always trying to improve and to create new scenarios, new games, and new motor and cognitive exercises that can be actually useful for patients of any age and any kind. In this case, we prepared the floor is lava. This is a floor configuration where the patient has to walk on the stones to avoid lava. Stone's path can change in order to work on linear, curve, or broken path and improve coordination, of course, and decision making. As you see, this scenario is very interactive because it's moving. You can create your own path with the stones, and you can actually change where to go. So it's nice also for stepping, for working on gait and walking, etc. Another nice exercise is the map. So we created a sort of Google map, which is very specific for wall configuration. So the patient needs to bring his car to the points of interest, driving on the streets. Points of interest can change and increase based on the difficulty level. And the patient can work on fine motor gestures, such as, for example, using his hand to reach the points, memory, of course, organization, and also decision making. The main aim is try to stay on the street, and also the report will show you the differences between a fine motor gesture or just a very more easy gesture during, for example, the exercise. We also added double scenarios to all the exercise, as you see here in the picture, in order to improve immersivity in Nirvana, more interactivity in Nirvana. So it gets like prettier, but also more interactive for the patients to be immersed in this type of scenarios. And we also define some specific scenarios for each exercise. This is an example. And this is another example. So the same exercise, for example, the cooking, grasping cooking exercise, it will be with this floor configuration, which will increase even more the way the patient behave and lives in the calibrated area. We also improved the new languages. Several languages such as Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian have been added that allow our software to be used even more internationally. We have also translated actually the name of the exercises and the description of the exercise, not only the software, so it's way easier also for other non-English speaking users. And if you have any questions regarding just Nirvana for this first part, you can also just ask, or otherwise we can also talk a little bit more about Nirvana later and the update parts. So maybe let's go through the next product update, and then maybe if you want to, we have questions and we can discuss about Nirvana also at the end of the presentation. So the next product that we want to talk about, especially regarding updates, is Podium. Podium is another system that allows for evaluation of different aspects in both static and dynamic condition. Is a cutting-edge tool that enables comprehensive assessment of athletes' symmetry and strength just in a few minutes. And it is composed of P6000 traxal force plates and two webcams that are PTZ HD color cameras. So the P6000 force plates measure the three components of the ground reaction forces, coordinates of the center of pressure, and torque. PTZ cameras provides real-time images with the superimposed force vectors and joint angle. So this system is already on the market, and we updated it with a new hardware, with also a good integration of a new software. The thing that we have created now and we are showing now is first the easiness to calibrate. So Podium gets way easier to calibrate because of these two tools, the chessboard and the QR code. I will go a little bit more quickly on this video. You start from this configuration of the capture, our software, selecting just the force plates and the webcams, and then you select each webcam, and then you, using the chessboard that you see here, you calibrate each webcam one at a time. Once the calibration, as you see here in this video by my colleague, once one camera is calibrated, you go directly to the second one and you calibrate also the second one with the same tool. I will just go a little bit closer. This is the second camera. And after the single calibration, you do the quick calibration sequence using this QR code. In this case, you have to place the QR code on the force plate, so you have to match the webcams with the area of the volume with where the force plates are on. And clicking on quick calibration, you will instantly have the calibrated area, the calibrated volume, and the exact position of the camera will be also shown. As you see here in the first and second image, they are very well calibrated. So this is an example of how we used to improve also the calibration process in order to, of course, get even easier, even more suitable also for athletes, for example, that need to be analyzed and evaluated very quickly. Okay. The second part that we want to highlight is the fact that we added angles in real time. You see here we put these two figures that shows you in real time the possibility to see the main joints during the movement. And here in particular, you see hip, left and right, and knee, left and right. So this can help, for example, clinicians and sport people to set real-time feedback during training and improve rehabilitation and performance during training. Can be set up for trainers during just the performance, or can be also a good biofeedback for the athlete himself to see himself in the screen, for example, and see the differences between left and right. And this is something that is very doable and easy to upgrade on your system if you want. Do you have any questions regarding Podium so far, or you want just to go through the next product? Let's see. So sorry, I missed one message from for Nirvana. Does Nirvana also offer German as a foreign language? At the moment, no, but we can work on it if you think is a good tool also for German speakers. Of course, we can consider it, but at the moment, only the feature that I showed and the language that I showed are possible. Tosho is asking, is required brain for Podium? Yes, for Podium is required the brain, because the moment the capture is on the brain, so you will acquire everything from cameras and force plates, and then you can work and through the analyzer, for example, and use your own PC. But at the moment, yes, we provide the brain in the complete system with the Podium. Someone is asking some protocol available for podium. We have specific protocols available, in particular, squat jump, or any type of jump, from counter movement, squat jump, drop jump, up jump also. We are working a lot on all the jump systems in order to improve as much as possible this part. We also have the squatting, so just squat. But we have a good list of protocols that can be used for podium. Also remind, please, that the joint real-time movement and feedback is available for any movement, because it's something that you just see in real time. So it's just a biofeedback in real time. It is linked to a protocol, but is also like free for every movement that you perform. Hector, thank you very much for your comment on the calibration. Yes, the calibration of podium is way easier and faster now. So I really hope you will all see, and you will all also have the possibility to update it and try yourself. So let's go a little bit through the next product. Now let's talk about BioBit. BioBit, first of all, what is it? BioBit is an inertial sensor, and of course is a medical device that allows a quick and non-invasive assessment of patient movements. Regarding the updates of BioBit, we have added the new features, such as, for example, the possibility to export data in Excel file. As you see here, you select the test, you select exactly the exam that you have done, and from this list you extract in CSV, sorry, and then you export and you save it as an Excel file in your PC. So it's way easier, for example, if you want to use this data to publish, to start to do some research, to do some research studies, for example. We also updated movement tests, and of course, accordingly, also user manuals. And we updated some normality values based on new literature, new studies. So we are always trying to keep up with the literature. And also we updated the firmware, so the acquisition is smoother. The way to use BioBit is faster and stable. Also here, if you want to add any comments or questions about BioBit, just go through it. You can also still have the presentation at the end of the webinar. Also, the webinar will be recorded and will be put on our website, so you can go also back and see it again, and also send some email also to ask us for questions. Now let's go through the last part, the Smart DX Evo and the main Gait Lab and Sport Lab software. So what we have done so far is to update the way to calibrate our complete Gait Lab. I will show you through this video using Smart DX Evo cameras and the 3D force plates. You see, we select both. You just need to select from here using the global reference system, and once it's saved, it's ready, and you calibrate the main lab using the cameras. It is already calibrated, so it's calibrated just once altogether. So the calibration is faster, and is the same also for both kinematic and kinetic systems together. This is the wand. Now we just remove from the wand, the axis. Now we just remove and we just do the axis calibration, so the active wand sequence. And after that, so after axis sequence, so wand sequence, we selected also the the force plate before. We just go through calibration and that's it. And it's calibration success. Exactly. So it gets faster, easier also for clients, for clinicians or sport people that want to have the patient or the athletes to acquire, to evaluate, and they need to do things fast. Regarding Smart DX Evo, we also added the possibility to check in real time the position of the marker, such as this real-time tool. This can help, for example, in the creation of models and allow to avoid the repetition of the test during multiple acquisitions. You can check before the assessment where are the markers, where are they placed in the reference system, and if it's everything like right. Now with just an example with the 4 markers, but you can imagine like a model of gait analysis, for example, an LNAs or a Davis, and you can still check if everything is all right before starting the acquisition. Okay, so this is also something very important for smoother the acquisition process. So we are going to conclude. If you have also questions regarding this part, please feel free to send us. I just want to add a few things. Elevate your practice with BTS Bioengineering if possible. We are an excellence in movement analysis, so we integrate comprehensive solution for complete biomechanical assessment. We dedicate support through a team of experts in order to ensure success every step on the way. So feel free to contact us. Send us a request, send us an email, try to upgrade your system in order to elevate your technology and your outcomes. Just to finish, and then we go also through some questions. Here you can see from the website, we are a list of customer success stories. You can find them in company and then company customer success stories. We are updating this page very, very fast. And we just want to remind that we have a lot of new stories that can be read, can be interesting also connection, and maybe in the future also partnership and collaborations for you. And finally, I want to just show you and remind that we will be present to these next events. Please come visit us to our booth. And we will also want to remind that we will organize a next webinar in July. We would like to ask you if you have anything that you would like to focus on for the next webinar. If you have ideas, if you want to see something in specific, like more technical or more regarding the product. So we are open to suggestion, and please feel free to reach out. And thank you for the attention. Now, maybe I will just see some other question. So the real-time acquisition is only before acquisition or also during acquisition? The real-time acquisition is live during the acquisition. At the moment, these data are not saved. So you don't have this data in your final report because it's a biofeedback, and you have both data before and during the acquisition. Okay, so you can set, for example, you can use it as a setup for your acquisition, but then these angles are not present in the final report, but you still have them. Someone is asking how much is the maximum FPS speed. It depends on the camera. If you are talking about the camera. Okay. Thank you very much, Hector. We have different type of cameras with different type of FPS. We can send you, if you want, a list. We have a table of all the FPS. Now I don't remember by heart, but we have four types of Smart DX Evo: Evo 2, Evo 5, Evo 9, and Evo 26. So if you want, we can just reach you and send you also this technical information as soon as possible. Let me check again here. So in Nirvana, is the second screen projected interactive too? No, the second screen actually is just a scenario, a fixed scenario, fixed or video. So it's just an image or a little video, but it doesn't interact. So the only interaction is with this main scenario that is the one of the exercise, okay? At the moment, it's just a very nice frame that will give you more interactivity, more immersivity. Here I think we have a suggestion. We want more focus on FreeMG 1000. Hi, Nidal. Yes, okay, perfect. I think we will focus on this part also, and maybe we can organize a more technical or more also product focused webinar next time regarding EMGs and how to use and apply EMGs in your clinical routine. Thank you for your suggestion and for your feedback. I think I don't see any other questions, so if you have any other things to ask, please don't hesitate to send an email to us, to marketing, or through our channels. And thank you very much for your time, for your attention. One sec. Maybe there is a last question. Is the new double exercise projection there in all Nirvana exercises? Yes, we are implementing for every single exercise the double scenario. So in this case, of course, every time you switch on all the projectors, you will have all the double scenarios for every exercise. So thank you. Again, if you have any other question, just talk to us. And I really hope you will also get in touch with the sales and ask also other questions to sales about like more pricing, more technical questions. So thank you also for your time and for your participation, and good afternoon or morning.